Alright guys, we have Tuan here from Running for Tacos, also known as Taco Twonz on YouTube.
Yes sir.
What's up dude?
How you doing?
Pretty good, and you?
Yeah, good seeing you.
Awesome. How you enjoying the show?
It's pretty cool. I like it so far. There's a lot to see. I don't know if, we wouldn't be able to see everything, but it's pretty cool.
Is it your first time attending Sema with your truck here?
Yeah, this is our first time ever being to Sema, and then this is our first time ever being in the show, so it's kind of cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right behind us is his 2017 Toyota TRD Pro in cement gray. Probably one of the best looking colors out there, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I bought it. Normally I wouldn't buy the Pro because I swapped out the suspension and everything.
Right.
But because of this color, that's the reason why I bought it.
Wow. Yeah, and I think back in the day, this color was only available for TRD Pros, right?
Yes. So actually, the TRD Pro cement color is different than the TRD Off-Road Sport cement.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. If you park it side by side, the Off-Road and the Sport is actually a little more silver.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It looks great, man. You have a lot of stuff in here. Let's talk about what you got here, man. There's a lot going on. Let's talk about your armor. What do you have going on for your armor?
So in the front, I have a Little B's hybrid bumper.
Okay.
It's a bumper that's mixed between an Expedition bumper and a Pre-Runner bumper.
Wow.
And then the rear, currently don't have anything yet. Underneath is the TRD Pro Rocks OEM skid plate, and then RCI everything else. So like the transmission skid plate, the T-case, the rear diff, everything is RCI. And then for rock sliders, I have the Little B's rock sliders as well, but those aren't available yet.
Are they gonna come out anytime soon?
Yeah, so we're working with the Little B's to tweak a little bit of things just to make it easier to install.
Gotcha.
And yeah.
Awesome. For wheels and tires, I know you have some beefy tires. Are they 35s?
Yeah, they are 35s by 12.5. And for as far as wheels, they are VTX wheels, 17 by 8.5 with a -10 offset. The tires are a BFG KM3s. They're the newer ones. They used to have the KM2s before these ones came out. So this is the updated version.
Definitely looks aggressive, especially with the stance. The -10 has to do a lot with the way the truck looks. Makes it look nice and beefy.
For sure.
Like my beefy muscles.
I don't know about that.
Anyways, let's talk about your suspension. I know you got a lot of bling down there.
Yeah.
What do you got going on, bro?
So we got the blue. If you see blue, you know that's Kings.
Them Kings?
Yeah, Kings. They're probably the top of the line stuff up there with Fox and other companies. But we have in the front, we have King 2.5 extended travel. And in the rear, we actually have a 12-inch travel shock. As far as leaf springs, we went with Deaver. They are a light duty, so it's extremely comfortable.
Right.
And you can see that it doesn't really sag much. So that's kind of why I like the Deaver, and they've been around forever, so that's why I chose them versus like the car or any other company.
When it comes down to your shocks, I noticed that you have something different going on. What did you do for the back?
Yeah, for the back, I did a shock relocation tower. What that is I chopped off the old upper mount for the rear shocks, and then I actually welded a tower by Archive Garage.
Wow.
And that way it gave me an extra 4 inches of travel. And then they also made the hammer hangers. So you take off the stock rear leaf spring mount and you redo it. So it actually makes the ride a lot more smoother and comfortable.
So let's talk about your tent. Let's talk about your rack, your max tracks, all your accessories that you have. You have a lot going on. What do you? Tell me about it.
So for the tents, we got the X-Cover Mini, which is going to be releasing probably late next year. And then on top here, we actually have the other Tuan's Sky Camp. So that one is going to be releasing, I think in May or around there. That one is extremely cool. If you guys have seen it, it opens up in like a minute and a half.
Wow.
And it closes probably just as fast. So
they have a mini penthouse going on right now with
right now
two
we got
tents on
we got
top.
two going on. We're with iCamper, and they wanted to have it both here, so that's kind of why we brought it. We don't normally run with two, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
And then as far as like bed rack, we have the RCI bed rack with the Max Tracks on there, and on the other side we actually have a Crazy Beaver shovel,
Right.
and it's mounted with a quick fist. A lot of people ask me about that. How do I mount it? And that's how you do it.
That's one thing that I noticed about this rack is how modular it is. You can pretty much put any type of accessories, and it still looks great. It doesn't look a lot of, it doesn't look like you're carrying too much. It looks perfectly in place.
Yeah.
So, what about in here? I see you have a Dometic Fridge. What do you have in there earlier? For those of you guys that have been keeping up with our stories, I know he has Coca-Colas in there, so I went in there, grabbed one. But how do you like it so far?
I love it. So we've been meaning to get one for a long time now, and we finally reached out to Dometic, and for this show, they were able to send us one to test out, to use, especially because we go on a lot of trail videos. But we do a lot of trail videos, so that's going to come in handy. We're never going to have to buy ice again. This thing is amazing. And on the way here, we just put a bunch of snacks in there, Coca-Cola, yogurt, just cold things that need to be in the fridge, and this thing definitely came in handy.
Definitely a game changer.
Yeah. And we actually went with the dual zone, the true dual zone. So one side is a freezer and one side is a regular refrigerator. So
nice.
Yeah, super cool.
Let's talk about your wheel carrier that you have in the back.
Yep.
Who makes it, and how do you like it?
So for this show specifically, we actually reached out to Rig, and they were able to get us one out here in time for the show, because I've been looking at a rear tire carrier for about a year now.
Yeah.
And I was looking at Wilco and a couple other brands, but I've read so many bad reviews on the Wilco ones that I was so skeptical at getting one, because like the slack and going off road, there's a lot of movement, so
vibrations.
Exactly. So I finally found one that was good enough, that was sturdy, and that's kind of why I reached out to him. And the Rig system, so far, being here, I can see already how sturdy it is, and it's been amazing.
I myself have an Ultra Swing, and bro, you're gonna love this thing.
It's badass.
Yeah. Accessories, you can put a fold-down table, high lift jack, carry your extra
35s.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, because like with these trucks, these third-gen Tacomas, you can't fit a 35 underneath.
Yeah.
So we actually needed something like this. If you guys watched our story on Instagram, we actually had to put the 35 on top of the tent, drove it 12 hours to Vegas, and it was sketchy as hell, but on the way home, we're gonna be safe with the Rig system.
Heck yeah. So tell us about your air system. I know you got something unique going on, and I also noticed something else. I noticed that you have something by the name of Mountain Hatch. Tell us about it.
So the Mountain Hatch is a cutting board, as well as a reinforcement for the rear tailgate. We actually go on a lot of trails. We do cooks and stuff like that, so we use this a lot.
Right.
And then we are getting a table for the Rig Ultra Swing, so that way we can have more table space to work with. And then as far as the air system, we have a Viair 2-on-2 system. And what that is, it's 2 pumps on top of a 2-gallon tank, and we have air lines running underneath the truck to all 4 wheels. That way we can hook them all at once and then air it up all 4 tires at one time.
How fast can you air up your tires on a regular off-road trail?
Depending on what the PSI is, on average about 5 minutes to get all 4 tires up.
That's pretty good, especially if you're running a big tire like your 35-inch tire that you're running.
Exactly.
Awesome. Up in the front, I noticed you also have some custom-made headlights. Tell us about it.
So for this show specifically, we actually reached out to Custom 54 to make us a new set of headlights. He was able to put something together. He already had one for the 4Runner, which was called an AB6, and so he was able to integrate that into the Tacoma, which is what we have right now.
Awesome. They look great. Super stealth looking, super custom looking. That's why they're called what again?
Custom 54.
Custom 54. Well, anyways, Tuan, thank you so much for your time, dude.
For sure, man.
Thanks for this quick interview. For all you guys that are watching, where can we find you? I know you're all over social media. Tell us all your plugs.
So we're on YouTube. We go by the name of Taco Twonz, and then on Instagram, and we go by the name of Running for Tacos.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, brother.
For sure, man. Appreciate it. Thanks again.